Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of From the Garden Fridays here on RhitznRoots. Thank you so much for joining me. This evening we are going to be making some chicken and mushrooms made with zucchinis, as you can see growing here. If it is your first time joining me on my videos, please don't forget to click that like button and as well subscribe, because every Friday I'll be putting on a new video with a different recipe and another different plant that I have growing in my garden. So I'll take you guys in a little closer, show you guys a little bit more of what it looks like inside of here, and as well give you guys more information on how to grow these and how to grow them successfully. So come on in. All right, so here are my zucchini plants, which I have had growing since March. I got these from a nursery that was in California, which I have a video of that, and I'll link it up on the top there, which they have been doing really well. And as you can see, I could barely even walk in my walkway without hitting these guys. So eventually I'm probably going to cut a little bit more of the foliage, because too much foliage keeps the beautiful yellow flowers of zucchinis from being seen by pollinators like bees and wasps. I do have a good amount of ants in there that helps, but not having great pollination leads to blossom end rot. As well, too much foliage, the plant tends to spend most of its energy onto making the leaves bigger. For example, like this one here, it's huge. But with that, when all of the time and energy is being spent on that, it takes a lot for a plant to grow female flowers versus male flowers. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. What they do is, as you can see here, they grow more male flowers. And these are the male flowers. As you can see, they're just like that. And this is a female flower, which I do get a good amount. I do have 6 plants, as you can see here, all together. So I get a good like 3 or 4 of these zucchinis a week, which is a lot. But I do have a family of 7, so they eat a lot of this, and we enjoy them in many different ways. As I mentioned here, this is the male flower, and this is a female flower. I do have a video that I can also post up there to show you guys exactly how to pollinate these, hand pollinate them. But as I mentioned, they are starting to grow onto my walkway here, and I'm going to be cutting some of that foliage there eventually. And then also I'm going to figure out how to trellis them up, because that is another way of growing the zucchinis. You can either allow them to sprawl out, which they do grow more than 3 feet, as you can see here. And that would be, I would say, 3 feet in diameter. Lengthwise, this is probably going on about 4 feet, almost 5 feet, just on this plant alone, which we'll move on down and show you guys what these ones look like. So as you can see, there is a couple of them that have been pollinated, but not well enough, and that's why they're starting to have some blossom end rot. So definitely getting the bees in is very important when it comes to the foliage, because they just cover it all up, as you can see there. But I do, like I said, still get enough of them. Now these guys, when you plant them, it is best that the soil is at a temperature of 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and they thrive in full sunlight. At least 6 hours of sun, which in this area, if you guys have seen in my previous videos, this is east side facing. This is the east part of my house, and it gets a good maybe 8 to 9 hours of sun here. So they do just fine. I'll show you guys another one which gets a lot more sunlight. As you can see here, it does grow really, really tall, which if you're going to trellis them up, I recommend maybe doing like at least 2 feet in between each plant, which that's what I kind of did here. And as you can see, it's doing well. There's 4 of them here, and that's the one that gets about 8 to 9 hours of sun. Let's show you guys what this one looks like here. Yeah, this one hasn't given me any fruit, as you can see. It's all just mainly male flowers. The female flowers are dying off just like that. So if you guys have any recommendations on something else that I can do besides removing the foliage, please let me know in the comments below. But majority of this is actually classified as a fruit, but majority of people know them as a vegetable. And zucchinis, actually, their colors range anywhere from like a yellow to a dark green, depending on the variety, because there's a lot of different varieties of zucchinis. So I'll show you guys this here. This one, you can see it's kind of a lot of aphids going on in there. This guy is probably about 9 to 10 hours of sun, considering it's like half on this side. But I'll show you guys this one here. Unfortunately, it got infested with a lot of ants, and it's starting to die off. The ants are more likely the reason why they came is because of all the aphids that's on here. So this one, for a long time, I mean, I've been having fruits produced from this for quite a while now. As you can see here, there's more than just aphids growing there. I forget what those are, but those are not good. More likely they're like stink bugs. But yeah, there's another set of different kinds of things growing on that. So more likely I will be dumping this in the compost bin. Not to worry though, I still have 4 of them that's doing really well over there. Now when it comes to zucchinis, are found to be high in antioxidants, even vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin C, potassium, just to name a few. It does help you with digestion, and the reason why I came up with the idea of doing chicken and mushrooms today with the zucchinis is, for one, we really like Panda Express, and what better way to do things with the things you have in your garden than to cook stuff that you like. One of my sons, Brandon, he's 13, he really likes mushrooms, so that's why chicken and mushrooms, zucchini, and we're actually like doing a little bit of a diet, trying to figure out different foods that will help curb our appetite. And actually zucchinis is one of the superfoods that's in those lists, because they're low in calories and they're perfect for like a side dish for a great meal. So we'll head on inside and get started with cooking.
you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I know my kids did. If you like this video, please click that like button down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified on my future videos. And until next time, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here this evening. Have a wonderful night and happy gardening.